everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 34 of Direwolf20's Enigmatica6 Let's Play series, where today we're continuing to try to automate Powah's energizing orb. So I've got a little bit of toying around to do today, with the goal, ultimately, of trying to figure out a good way to automate this in a way that's not too complex, but also very reliable. That's kind of my goal. I would love for that to be possible. So the plan is basically do that. And I'm gonna start with a little bit of XNet today, instead of modular routers. Modular routers, we got close, and there might be a way to continue it. But the problem is it definitely, if you try to craft two things at once, so if I want to craft, for example, energized steel plus the blaze rod thing all at the same time, it kind of mushes those two items together and bombs out the crafting, and it doesn't work. And we want to prevent that, so I'm wondering if XNet has a nice and simple way of making things a little bit better, right? So we're going to do our best to see what happens. So what I would like to do is have a chest and a chest. My goodness, you break things fast, don't you? And that should be cool. Okay. So what kind of fun-timey things can we do with you? Now, did we have from XNet a way, or not XNet, from Powah to wireless ender gates? Is this what I think it is? This might be what I think it is. So I don't know if we have ender cores yet. But I think ender gates can wirelessly transfer energy, can't they? Isn't that what they were? Isn't that what they were? Powah. Storage and transfer. Ender gates. Transfer energy between the adjacent block and the ender network. Unlike ender cell, you will not be able to. You cannot upgrade the network from it. So I think ender gates might be able to do what I want it to do. Let's try them real quick. I don't know that we've tried these yet. And we'll just start with a basic one. So an ender core is an eye of ender, dielectric casing, and a tiny capacitor. So eye of ender, dielectric casing, and capacitor. And I don't know that I've taught you the tiny version yet, but you will know it soon enough. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, and then, yeah, you probably need some energy. That looks cool. I don't know how much energy you need. I guess that much. And, you know what? It wouldn't hurt to add you to the to-do list there. Well, you know, just so that it knows how to do things going forward. So does that mean... Oh, my goodness, that is an inventory blow-up. What was that all about? Oh, that was weird. Why'd you do that? Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Look at that. So you can set it to whatever channel you want? That is cool beans. That is super cool beans. I don't know that we've tried these yet, and I really like the look of those. Look how cool that is. So it connects up to my ender cell here. You can't upgrade the ender cells from this, I think is what it was saying, but you can absolutely use it to just dump energy in. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, cool. So now we've got this guy. So what kind of things can we do sensing item-wise? Because what we would want to do, let's pretend that the iron chest is the input and the oak chest is the output, right? So channel 1, there's storage, mechanism logic, XNet item, XNet fluid, XNet energy, XNet logic. RF tool storage. So what we would basically want is you're going to be the input. So I'm going to create here. You're going to be extract items from this, a single item at a time every 10 ticks. And you're going to be an insert, right? Now, if I'm correct, you should just start transferring items over there. Perfect. Exactly what I expected to see happen. You're behaving yourself. Now, can we tell you to only run on a certain color? So what I would want is you, oak chest. Filter index. First available, random slot, or round robin. Okay. Amount to keep in destination inventory. That's kind of cool too. Okay. So if I set you to amount to keep in destination inventory as 1, extract mode round robin, that's random order. I imagine order is round robin. And then we're going to whitelist, enable blacklist mode. Boop, boop. All right, so what I might want to do is on the insert, is where we might want to put that. U and U with a number 1. Cool. On the insert side. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, that's not ideal. It's not perfect yet. That's kind of close. That's kind of close. Maybe. Maybe. Now, what do we got by way of this sensor thing? So XNet logic, item, fluid, energy, logic. I think that's just redstone control, right? Sensor or output mode. So sensor mode, item, fluid, energy, RS off. So what we would want to say is we would sense items and greater than 0. I think we can specify what. So like if there's more than 0 gold in there, output on white. Okay. Okay. So, what if there's just more than 0 items total? So I want to try something real quick. So if there's more than 0 items in the chest, emit the white color, right? You enable on color white. So we probably want to reverse this, right? If there are 0 items in the chest, emit the white color. Only extract when white is enabled. Cool. Now I want to try a couple things here, right? So if... Okay, so see, it's doing what I thought it would do, right? That's what I would expect it to do. So that's cool. So if there's something in the chest, it won't run. Okay? Now what I'd like to try and do is get you to dump everything at once. So what if on extract we whitelisted copper and gold, and then we said count amount of items to extract per operation 2, but keep only 1? Maybe? 2? What would happen then when I do this? So it did 2 gold ingots. It's not really what I wanted it to do. I was hoping that, like, this would pull 1 of each. What if I set you to 1? Nope, then it did 1. Yeah, no, that's the opposite of what I want. What if I set you to 1? Nope, not helping. What if I didn't filter you at all? Yeah, now he's just doing 2 at a time again. Brutal. I wonder if the advanced one can do better. Let me just toy with this real quick. Because there is an advanced XNet connector. Isn't there? Yes. And I forget kind of what the difference is, but I guess... Well, you know what? Realistically, I would want you here, right? On the input chest, probably. I think your ticks per operation can be faster. Well, I'm sorry to say, but I think the XNet way is not the way to go. I think this is the better way. I just need to make it so that he behaves a little better. So here's what I'm going to do. First off, I want to set this guy to pulse inserts next set. And I want to be ready with a button to pulse him. Does that sound like a plan? Because there's a couple things I want to test, right? So if I requested some energized steel and hit start, would it go? Looks like it did. Okay. So you are not running because you don't have a redstone signal. So let's set you to ignore again. Redstone mode never, redstone mode pulsed, redstone mode always. Cool. All right. Good. Now if I asked for one of you, hit start, it's not going to do nothing. Now I pulse it, and it inserted. So that's a good sign. Now why you no move? Because you're on redstone always mode. Explain. Because this absolutely should be working right now. Right? Shouldn't it be? Shouldn't this be working at this point? Yes. Bueller? Bueller? Hello? Actually, I have no idea why this isn't working. This is being weird now. Why'd you break? Why'd you break? Why indeed? This really, really should be working. He's not pulling from this chest. He's in always mode. Oh, because he's looking for a blaze rod. Oh, that's why. Okay, yes. I can see that being the problem. Got it. Got it. Okay, yeah. That's interesting. That could be tricky. That could be tricky, couldn't it? Yes. Now, if we asked for another energizing, nothing should go in the chest until we pulse. And he should go into the chest. Now, here's my ultimate test. You ready? If I pulse this now, and then we request a craft, will it go right away? It does. Good. So here's what we learned about this. Pulse doesn't mean send the next item if you have one. Pulse means enable the crafter for whenever you want to use it next. That's a huge difference, and I'll tell you why. It means that we don't need to set up a timer. It means that all we got to do is pulse this when this is done crafting, and he'll be ready for the next item set, whether that's 3 seconds from now, or 10 minutes from now, or an hour from now. It doesn't matter. So all we got to do is detect when this thing finishes crafting, and he will go ahead, send a signal to this dude like, you're ready to craft, and then he will insert the next set. That's kind of cool. Now, with that said, does that mean we even need this whole mess? I would say no. We may not need anything then, right? So here's my question. What if we set up the crafter like so? Because if my mind is thinking about this correctly, we may be able to do this without the whole complexity of this, and it's a lot simpler this way. So what if we set you this, like we had before, and we were to put these guys in here? Okay, now here's a question, because I think, where's my Powah book? I think I read somewhere about how crafting works. Energizing. Wasn't there something? Isn't there a comparator that it does? Let's see here. And some redstone. I feel like it had comparator support, or it did something with redstone. Okay. So is it just measuring how many items are in it? It is. Okay. Okay. It's kind of cool. So what if we got a pulse repeater from Create? But we would want to invert it, right? So that when it goes off, it pulses. So watch this. When I put my gold and copper in here, and it crafts, see how it pulsed? Eh? So watch this. You ready? Say I want 10 of these. Start. Boo, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Explain what... Oh, because you're in ignore... Duh. Pulse, next set. Yes. Let's cancel this real quick. Okay. Now that you're in pulse mode, okay, I want 10 of these. Start. Pulse. It's working. It's working. Nobody panic, but wow, was that cool. Eh? That's kind of cool. And that's incredibly simple. And I don't foresee how that could fail. Right? So now if we wanted some blazes, right? Some blazing capacitors, right? Let's say we wanted, right, blazing crystals times 3, start, and energetic, start. It's not, that's cool. Eh? That's cool. Eh? I don't see how that fails. I don't see how that would fail. Right? And then we don't have to monkey around with nothing. No modular routers, no XNet. Just simple, straightforward, done deal. Yes? I'm down with this plan. I'm down like a clown, I think is what they say. Isn't that what the cool kids say? I'm sure no cool kids say that. But that's 100% where I'm at. Yes? Yes? I like. Okay. So I'm going to call that a really cool win right there. I'm going to call that really, really cool right there. Okay? Yes. So that's it. That's the play that we're going to do. And then we can add... Is that what we had up here? I guess so. We can add... Is there better importers? There's the advanced importer from extra storage, and I want to say that has more importer slots, so that if we need more than 9, we can handle that. Yes? Yes. I think that's all around cool right there. I think that's all around cool right there. All right. Good deal. So now we can get back to making the hardened jetpack that we wanted to make last episode, right? And that, my friends, is a hardened jetpack. Quest complete, iron jetpacks, hooray! No rewards, boo! I guess having a jetpack is a reward within itself. All right, so now here's the deal. I think I need to equip this, right? Now this doesn't have like a... So this does have to be equipped in lieu of my fancy armor that I've got. But look at that, it's got a nice little thing over there on the side. Now, controls... Category, jetpack, what are my options here? Oh, increase throttle, neat. Toggle engine, I think I usually go with, do I do F for toggle engine? I think so. And hover mode, I'm gonna make semicolon for now. So period increases throttle, comma decreases it, right? Now what key was I using F for already? Probably building gadgets. Toggle engine. We can try and see if leaving building gadgets. Oh, that does work. Sweet. And then hover mode. Oh my, hover mode is very slow. That's interesting. Why does hover mode mean you go up slower? Interesting. Okay. What other quests did we complete? Rewards. Oh, I got an ender core. Oh, cool. Today I learned something new. I got a quest reward last episode, I think. Alright, so that's neat, but the hover mode kinda stinks. Oh, look at that. You can change the throttle. That's cool. But we're going to want to upgrade this guy. So he's got vertical speed, acceleration, horizontal speed, hover speed, descend speed, sprint modifier, all kinds of cool stuff. Sprint fuel modifier. Let's upgrade him because obviously that's what we're going to want to do. Wow, I don't have any of these things auto-crafting. I guess I'll be right back. All right, so I think we should be good to make the Invar jetpack. So what's the difference here? Fuel vertical speed 0.7 is 0.77. Vertical acceleration looks about the same. Horizontal speed is definitely better. Hover speed is 192. This is 147. I don't know why that seems lower. Doesn't that seem lower? Descend speed is faster. Sprint modifier is about the same. Okay. Let's equip this guy and see what happens. Yeah, what's annoying is going up in hover mode is definitely slower. And wow, look at the power use. It's like twitchy. There will come a point where I'm going to need to upgrade our player. We're going to need to upgrade Powah a whole lot, I would say. I would wager that we need to upgrade this a whole lot. But I feel like with this jetpack, at least this tier of it, hover mode is something that we want to be... We're gonna want to fly like this. Right? And like catch ourselves as we fall rather than relying on hover mode, at least for now. I think I'm going to call this good enough. Now, here's my concern is I may have like completely decimated my buffer of power here. Not great. Definitely not a great place to be power-wise. We're going to absolutely need to be a little bit less terrible. Yeah. We're gonna need to ramp up Powah stuff. But I think step 1 and Step 2, ramp up Powah stuff. Deal? Is everybody cool with that? All right, so step 1, let's clean up inventory. Step 2, make sure we have all the stuff that we want to go to the end with. And I'm assuming at some point you guys can you be enchanted at all? You can receive, yeah, you can get enchants on you. So maybe I could throw, you got magic protection, so I got to imagine you would have protection. And thorns, projectile protection, all that stuff. I'm going to hold off on enchanting this thing just yet, but I think we will in the future. And I'm going to hang on to my netherite chestplate so that when I don't need to fly, but I do need to fight, I can always equip it. Deal? All right, everything else cleaned up inventory-wise. We've got food, we've got this, we've got the Eyes of Ender that we're going to need. Do I have my sandy thingy? Yes, I've got you two. I think that's cool. I think I'm good. We're ready to roll. So let's head off in this direction. You know, a little bit of flight, not a bad thing. And I'm going to seek out an end portal. Deal? I'll be back. I think you guys have seen enough Minecraft YouTubers right-click Eyes of Ender and figure out where end portals are. So I will come back in a minute. Deal? So what I'll say about this tier 2 jetpack is it's very good about going up. Hover mode is kind of not good at all. And forward movement seems about the same speed as walking. So not particularly impressed with the forward motion, but upward is very fast. Upward's very, very nice. Hey, look. A little structure. A little structure that we might want to explore at some point. But not right now, because I'm heading to the end. Well, this is a World Gen faux pas, if I've seen one. Yes, very much something derpy happened right there. That is a little bit of a World Gen thing. That was a cool environment though. Savanna Scrub, Sierra Range. None too shabby. Oh look, Astral Temple. Big one. Still heading the same direction. By the way, I think I found it. Now let's dig straight down because that's how you Minecraft. Right? Isn't that the rule? You just dig straight down when you find one? Especially if you have a jetpack. I mean, what could go wrong? Well, I guess not finding one could go wrong. See how fast you go up, though? I love that. It seems to be, you know, right here, right? Did I miss something? I guess I'll look. Look at this cool place. What are these? Black corundum clusters. Quark crystals. Neat. Well, that's fancy times. Hey, look, there's some... Okay, we found something. I spy. With my little eye. Wow. This place got overrun by quark crystals, didn't it? Ouch. Excuse me, sir. Rude. Wow. Very much a mess in here. Alright, so obviously step 1, let's actually find the portal. Because that's going to be a thing to do. I'll be back once I found it. I don't think you guys want to watch me wander aimlessly through this place until we find a portal, right? Hey, that's neat. Aqua Dashers. Feet slot. Allows the wearer to walk on fluids while sprinting. Neat. Oh, the stronghold intersects with a mine shaft. That's not going to make things any more difficult, is it? No, that's fine. That's not going to make this at all more difficult to find the portal. It'll be fine. Found it. Huzzah! All right, let's fill these guys in. Now we know we're gonna need to go home real quick. So let's set you up right here. We'll call it end portal. So slash home it up. There we go. I've got a bunch of junk in my inventory from stuff that I collected while I was down there. So let's clear that all out. Looking good. Okay, beautiful. So let's just get a few more eyes. I didn't math out how many I need. I probably should have looked into that a little bit better. Is 3 enough? Might be. Exactly enough. Beautiful. But unfortunately for you all, it's pretty wrapping up point-ish. So let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time. We will explore the end a little bit, do the dragon thing, who knows what else. There's a bunch of stuff from this mod. I think it's called Better Forge or something. Better End Forge. I think it adds a bunch of world gen stuff maybe to the end. I'm not quite sure. So I guess we'll play with it. I don't know. We'll find out. I have no idea what to expect from this mod. I know nothing about it. I'm guessing that it looks like there's some kind of ore that gets, you know, world gen, including like so maybe there's a bunch of stuff out there. The end for dummies. Ooh, that's cool. Is that in our tome? Does our tome have that? Does our tome have that? The end for dummies, because that sounds cool. Yes, it does. Hello. A short guide about surviving the extreme conditions of the end. So it looks like there's a whole ritual thing, which is cool. That's cool. Look at that. Okay, looks like there's a whole crafting system here. Sweet. Yeah, so things and stuff. For next episode, though, we'll be exploring this mod, we'll be exploring the end, we'll do the end dragon. Remind me, as if that's possible, remind me to not forget to turn this on when I kill the ender dragon, because 4x ender dragon experience just sounds like a lovely time to me. Right? Especially the first time, because the first time you kill the ender dragon, she drops way more experience than subsequent kills. But I've got a really nice bow with all the things. I've got, you know, we're good to go. All right, wrapping up point. Devil Toy signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. For now, take it easy.